to you guys. And I think that we all got a lot out of it because we need this midweek business meeting, right? It helps us get prepared for awesome things that we're going to do on the weekend. So anyway, again, I'm Laura Godwin. I'm your Superstar Director, and I'm especially tickled for this Wind Up Wednesday because we have Cincy Cousins on with us tonight. And so some of you guys are directly under me, and I call you my Cincy children because I am your director. And then we have some special guests tonight that are in my group, which means there may be another Cincy mama between me and them. So if you're on tonight and I'm not your immediate upline director, welcome. I'm super thrilled that you're here. I'm tickled that your director invited you, and you are our special guest. So thank you for being here. So I'm going to jump right into it. Last week was our first Wind Up Wednesday, and it really was fun. I laid out a big, strong foundation for why we need this midweek business meeting together and what we were going to accomplish in these. So it's going to be 70 days. I challenged my team, Southern Accents, to a 70-day restart. We're restarting our business. We're relaunching. We're just trying to treat it like we just got our starter kit, even if we've been in Cincy for 2 months, 2 years, or 8 years like me. And we need this refresher, right? We all do. It'll strengthen our businesses and our paychecks, not just for the 70 days that we're doing it. It's going to strengthen and build our paychecks for years to come. So last week, I did Wind Up Wednesday #1, and it's on my YouTube channel. If you're just joining us, you can go back and catch up because I will reference some things on tonight's training. I'll reference some things that we talked about last week on the first Wind Up Wednesday because it is kind of the foundation. But, we are now together. For those of us that did decide to relaunch and restart your business, April 1st was our day 1. And so today, I think today's the 12th, we are on day 12. And I encourage you, whether or not your director is hosting a relaunch program for you or whether you just every now and then decide that, hey, you're going to start fresh, you're going to wipe the slate clean and just reach out as if you were a new consultant. That is super important to do in pretty much every aspect of our lives, even our marriages. Every now and then we just need to stop and pretend like it's day 1. And that's healthy for whatever we do. So I'm doing this with you guys. I challenged myself first to relaunch my business. And so I'm a little nervous. I'm scared too. I've been in Cincy for 8 years. And in a lot of ways, I feel like I've recruited and I've, sold to everybody that I know. And so sometimes it can be a little intimidating for me, to see, oh my gosh, everybody's on my team. Who's going to be my next recruit, So I'm getting out of my own comfort zone right along with you. So nothing that I'm asking you guys to do or challenging you guys to do is anything different than what I'm doing myself. And so I want to ask you guys a little bit. I want to review just a bit from last week. Last week, I laid the foundation for this whole Wind Up Wednesday idea and the 70-day restart program. And I gave you 3 challenges. Was anybody on that call last week? Do you want to share what one of the challenges were? Type it in the chat. Or you can unmute yourself real fast. Amanda has her hand up. Amanda, I'm going to unmute you. Give us what one of the challenges were.
One of the challenges was to make your list of 100.
Okay.
You also had to have your $600 was our goal on top of normal. And then also we did to make sure you had your calendar. And then our five that we did, our catalog pusher, our tester sniffers, our Facebook with our P word, an office party, and then our referral advocate.
Love it. Oh my gosh, girl, you took notes. Oh my word.
I did.
Remind me to use you if I ever need a secretary. You rock, seriously. Okay, so I'm going to mute you back, Miss Amanda. Thank you so much for, yeah, you perfectly outlined it. So actually, I'm so glad, Amanda, that you mentioned some of those things. So there were 3 challenges, but I really want to draw upon a couple of the things that Amanda just said. So last week, we talked about our list of 100. That was one of our challenges. And, you know, many of us didn't get to 100 when we did our first sensational start, when we first signed up, right? Did you get to 100 when you wrote out your list? I didn't. And guess what? When I went to write out my list last week, I didn't get to 100 again. And, you know, I don't know where you are in your business. I don't know where you are in your community, but don't be intimidated by that list of 100. Just get as many people as you can written down. If you don't know what a list of 100 is, then go back to my first Wind Up Wednesday on my YouTube channel, and I'll walk you through what that is and how important it is to building your business wherever wherever you are in Cincy. Sorry, I didn't finish that sentence, did I? Okay, so the second challenge, these aren't technically in order, I don't guess. Well, yeah, I guess they are. The second challenge that I challenged you guys to do last week was to rethink the word hostess. No, don't say hostess, and rethink the word party. So last week I went into a lot of detail about why I feel that using bad or old-fashioned wording is sabotaging your business. And I've purposely talked to a whole lot of people about this, and I have purposely used different terminology in my own business, and I see that when I use the word, would you like to have a party, people shut down. That's old school, y'all. This is not the 80s. This is not the 90s. We are 2017, and I promise I'm super passionate about this, and you guys are going to have to go like this because I will beat this dead horse like all night long. Stop using old-fashioned wording. Use fun words. Don't call them hostesses. Do you want to be called a hostess? No. Do you want to have a party at your house? No. And neither do your friends, and neither do the people at the ballpark. I mean, there may be a very small percentage of customers in our world that want to be called customers and want to be called hostesses and want to have parties. But I'm telling you, even those people that actually don't care about being called hostesses and don't care about having parties, I'm telling you, if you reword it, they will be far more excited about being a hostess. They'll be far more excited about having a party. Just don't call it by that name. So last week I challenged you to think outside the box. And I challenged you to rethink the name of your hostesses. And I challenged you to come up with, or to use the word that I came up with. And I created the word advocate, scent advocate. And I challenged you to go to your list of 100 or 10, however many people you wrote down on that list. And I challenged you to ask them if they would consider being your scent advocate, not a hostess. We're just not going to use that word anymore. And it's going to take a lot of getting used to, because last week in the call, I messed up like 10 times and used the party word, the P word, and I used the H word several times, even though I was really trying hard not to. And it will take some relearning, but I'm telling you, when you call your hostesses scent advocates instead of a hostess, you're going to see that they perform in a totally different way. You're going to see that they are far more excited and passionate about doing what they're already going to do anyway. You're just giving them a nice fancy title. Isn't that what we all like? I mean, would Cincy Superstar Director, would you rather be called that, or would you rather be called a level 8 consultant? A level 8 consultant or a superstar director? Okay, yeah, superstar director sounds better. Yeah, well, scent advocate sounds better than hostess. And so I also challenged you last week to take your scent advocates, whoever agrees to be a scent advocate, and ask them if they would if they would be a catalog pusher, a tester sniffer, a Facebook, what did I call that? Somebody that was on the call. Oh my gosh, Amanda, what did I call it? I called it a Facebook something, but I can't remember. Anyway, if they would do an office party or an open house, that's what I challenged you to, try to get them to commit. As a scent advocate, you're asking them, what you want them to do. So as a scent advocate, you'll have to go back and watch my first training on YouTube from last week. We really went into it with great detail, and it was great. Facebook junkie? Yeah, that's good. I like it. Okay. So the third challenge from last week was just to get a calendar. How easy is that? It's really hard to get customers, but we're not calling them customers. It's really hard to get your calendar booked up if you don't have a calendar. And you'd be surprised how many people that want to get to $600, a $600 paycheck in their Scentsy business, but yet they aren't using a calendar. That's really hard to do. Like, shame on you. So I challenged all of you guys last week to get a calendar. Simple as that. Print off a free one, go to the dollar store, whatever you got to do. Just get a calendar and then try to book it up. Get those scent advocates on your books. Get them to set a date. Now, that was review. I hope it's going well. I hope that you are continuing to add to your list of 100. I hope you are continuing to ask people to become your scent advocate. I hope that you are steadily but surely trying to enhance your business. And don't wait for Wednesday to try to do that. Be thinking about it all the time. You see an empty week on your calendar? Well, keep asking. So my April is going a little bit slower than what some of yours, because some of you guys are already kicking butt and you're really getting close to your $1,250 in PRV already. So way to go. I'm a little bit behind you guys. And, but I did do a couple of things that I wanted to share with you to give you some ideas. And so I think I'm at 650 something in PRV. So I'm proud of that. We're 12 days in. I'll get there. You guys might get there faster, but I'll get there. But anyway, so I wanted to give you a few ideas on some things that you might could implement this week. So the whole idea of this Wind Up Wednesday is that all of our customers probably get paid on Friday. Yep, 2 days from now, Friday. So this is a business meeting on what we're going to do tonight and tomorrow to make the most of payday for every one of our customers, right? So last week we talked about most of the time when anybody signs up on my team, they do it on Friday because that's their payday. If anybody, almost all of my customers are like, can I pay you on Friday? Yes, you can pay me on Friday. Why? Because it's their payday. So I want to tell you about something that I did last Thursday. I had a flash sale. I'm going to go into a lot of detail about that right now because this is my second time doing a flash sale, and I'm selling over $500 every time I'm doing it. I think it would probably be important to note that if I did these too often, they probably wouldn't be quite as effective. So I'm doing them once a catalog. So a flash sale. So basically, here's what I did. I made a list of all my customers, and I actually already have that list created. I keep them on index cards. Each customer is on an index card, and I keep all my index cards in a recipe box. So I have all of my customers' information and like all their details right then. I wish I could. Maybe I'll go in there at the end of the call and I'll grab it so you guys can see like my system. It really works for me. And it's on my YouTube channel as well. I did a whole video on it. Anyway, so the first thing to do if you are thinking about having a flash sale is to make a list of all your customers. Even if they've ordered from you last catalog, write them down. And then right beside their name, you might want to write how you communicate with them. Is it a Facebook communication? Do you text them? Are they someone you only know from the ballpark? Right beside their name, write how you're going to communicate with them. And then after you make your list of customers, ask them if they'd like to be part of a special 2-hour flash sale. Now, I did mine for longer than 2 hours because I truly have customers all over the world, and some of them are sleeping. So I couldn't do 2 hours because that really wouldn't be fair. But if you don't have customers in a lot of different time zones, just do 2 hours. It's totally doable. Ask them if they'd like to be part of your 2-hour flash sale. Okay? And then you can even say, with every purchase, you'll give them a special coupon that they can use in May. Okay, and I'll explain that in a minute. All right, so you are asking them behind the scenes. If you get lazy, then your paycheck is going to get little. Sorry, but I mentor so many people that are like, I did a blast on Facebook. I put something on my Facebook wall and nobody responded. Well, honey, that's just not how it works. This is a connecting, that's not the right word I'm trying to think of. This is a relationship business. And when you try to take shortcuts in your business, then your customers are not going to respond as well. So if you want a lot of people to come to your flash sale, then you need to be texting them this question, asking them this question, privately messaging them this, asking your coworkers. This needs to be a face-to-face or as close as possible communication, okay? So, so you're going to ask them that. And then, depending on how many people you get to sign up, you're going to have to decide your venue. So the first time I did a flash sale, I only had about 20 people that said yes. And so I did it through Messenger, and it was a lot of fun. But I have a VIP page now just for my customers. And I have like 56, I think, in there. So that is way too many people for a Messenger flash sale, like a group message flash sale. Ugh, that would drive me crazy. So I did the flash sale as an event on my group VIP page because I had a lot of people. So here's what you will do. If they say yes, that they would like to be part of your flash sale, then you need to highlight their name on your list so that you'll know how many people, and then figure out where you're going to do this. Are you going to set up an event? Are you going to set up a group? Are you going to do it through a group message, a group text? How are you going to do this? But basically, once you get that venue set up, then you're going to go back to that person and say, okay, we're ready to launch the flash sale. Here's the date. I'm going to add you to the group. If you're still okay with it, I'm going to add you to the group, because the last thing you want to do is add a bunch of people to a group or to a group message that don't want to be there. Like, that's just not how we operate. We are not spammers. We are Scentsy girls and Scentsy guys, and we have way more class than that, okay? So they say that they do want to be part of it. You set your date. Make sure you give them enough time, and my opinion is to make sure that it's really close to a payday, okay? You don't need a lot. There's not a lot of work that goes into this, guys. There isn't, okay? So here's how I run my flash sales. If it's basically what I did is I took random things from our sale tab on my workstation. Now my goal was for them to try to not place the order on my workstation, because I wanted the Hostess rewards. I love Hostess rewards. I eat them for dinner. Yes, Hostess rewards. And so, no, I'm just kidding. Michelle's like, Laura, seriously, calm down. Like, no Hostess rewards for supper. No, but really, I love them. And it makes me sad in my heart when a customer just randomly goes onto my website, places an order, and there's no Hostess rewards, because Hostess rewards are how I reward my customers for shopping with me. It's what I fill my thank you packages with. It's what I use to, do all kinds of fun things. So I need that. So what I did was I actually took screenshots of the different things in my sale tab. So the bundles that we have, the Mother's Day bundle, the wedding bundle, the housewarming bundle, all those fun bundles, I took a lot of screenshots. I took screenshots of the $4 bars. $4 bars. If you saw your customer in the grocery and you said, hey, I have a $4 bar special going on. Do you want in? She would say, yes, $4 bars, yes. Well, you have $4 bars on your sale tab right now. So you can, I took a lot of screenshots, and then I use word swag, but you don't have to, but I love word swag. So for real, Michelle, Sugared Bloom is where it's at for real, and it's $4. Who does that? Oh, crazy. Okay, so I took a lot of screenshots of things that I just knew that my customers would be really into. And then I also looked around my house, and if I saw anything in my house that was in the sale tab that I could actually do like a little short video with, like hold it up and say, oh my gosh, y'all, cherry vanilla, woohoo, you need this. So I was taking selfies, and then I took selfies with some of the things that I had on hand just to make it more personal. I used screenshots of everything that I didn't have on hand, and then there were a few warmers that I had on around my house that were part of the bundles that were in my sale tab. And so I went live with those things, and that the live videos is truly what sold it the best for me. Whenever I could, show them the warmer, hold it up, put a bar beside it so that they could see how big it was, turn it on, turn it off, whatever. That really meant a lot to them. And I saw a trend where I started seeing I was selling more of the things that I was going live. I made my live videos very short. And it was like, hey, boo, it's me again, your flash sale queen. And I'm showing off this warmer because it's on sale right now on the flash sale. And then I would just tell them real quick. I tried to make my videos like 2 or 3 minutes a piece. If you were doing a 2-hour flash sale, you could post one new item every 15 or 20 minutes. I think that would be appropriate. I wouldn't do it any more than that. And then I ask for my customers if they wanted to claim the flash sale deal to comment under the live video, the post, the picture, whatever it was. And there's strength in numbers. So when one of my customers claimed, let's just say the Mother's Day bundle, then I started seeing other people claiming it because they thought, oh, she's in on this. Maybe I should get in on it. You know what I'm saying? So that really helped. So if you didn't want to do a group, you could do a Facebook message. You could do your flash sale through a group message. And here's the fun thing about that. If you're going to do a flash sale through a message on Messenger, you can sell things that you have on hand. You cannot do that if you do your flash sale through any other method. Okay? So there were things like this cherry vanilla that I just held up that I could not sell because this flash sale was done in a group. Before, 6 months ago when I did my flash sale, I think I sold $800, but I was actually doing it through a private messenger group message. And that was a lot of fun. You can upload live videos in your messenger post, and you can post things, and then people say, I'm claiming deal number 1, so you can number your flash sale. So Mother's Day bundle is flash sale deal number 1. Cherry vanilla is deal number 2. And people were claiming them in the messenger post. I hope this makes sense. And they were saying, I want deal number 2 and deal number 4. Or, I know I want deal number 1, but I'm going to wait and see what else you have. And so I had like this huge master list of things that people were wanting. People get a little bit crazy with group messages. So you have to have a dedicated group of shoppers. Let's just say it like that. If you had any more than 20 people in your flash sale event, I would not do a group message. I did have people leave the group message because they just got tired of their phone dinging. I get that. I knew that was coming. And so that's why this time I did it in a group. You could make an event, but like I said, you're not going to be able to sell anything on hand. You're not going to be able to do any personal specials. So I mentioned just a minute ago that I offered them, by private message, I offered them a special coupon that they could use in the month of May if they bought anything through my flash sale. And I'm going to give you a few ideas. oh shoot, I'm in my piano room. I left everything in my study. But I'll go grab those two. I'll grab my box and I'll grab the coupons. But anyway, the girl that I bought these from, she uses a Cricut, and she just cuts out these bar images, and they're really cute because she puts ribbon through them and makes it really easy. And then all I have to do is write on the back of it. And, your special could be so many different things. But remember, if this is a personal special, then you're going to have to communicate it one-on-one through text, message, one-on-one phone calls, or in person. But you could say something like, I'm going to give you, a half off warmer of your choice in May. Or you could say, I'm going to give you 20% off our warmer of the month. What is the warmer of the month for May? The Cambridge something, right? Oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it. It's the man one with the typewriter. Cambridge? I think that's what it's called. I'm going from memory. Okay, Chrissy is shaking her head, so I'm going to take that as I got it. Thank you. Okay, so here I said 20%, didn't I? Because Cincy already gives us 10%, so you're really not cutting yourself out much by giving her an extra 10% off, especially if you're going to use it as hostess rewards. Cha-ching! So, but it makes it sound more special because 10% off just really doesn't make me or your customers very excited, so I try not to use that terminology. But 20%, that speaks a little bit better. If you get a 20% off coupon, that's a little bit more exciting. So those are ideas. You could really do anything you wanted, but I make them buy from the flash sale before I offer the coupon, and you can put stipulations on it. You could say if you make a $15 or more purchase from the flash sale, you'll get a coupon to use in May. You have to tell them what the coupon is right then. Just tell them this coupon and talk excitedly about it, and you'll be fine. Okay. So that's that. I wanted to spend a lot of time on the flash sale because I really do believe, and I've been mentoring different people in my team that saw me talking about my flash sale, and they wanted information, and I've been mentoring them, and they are getting very good results. Like some of them more than $1,000 they're selling in their flash sale just by using things that Cincy discounted. This isn't money out of their pocket. They're just highlighting some of the specials that are going on right now in your sale tab, in all of our sale tab, okay? So that's that. I now want to talk to you also about something else that as we're restarting our businesses, as we're relaunching, as we're pretending that our kit is brand new to us, I want to talk about some of the things that may be a help to kind of get you organized. So one of the things that my Cincy mama encouraged me to do whenever I first started was to get really diligent and communicate well with my customers on when I was placing orders. And I'm so glad she did this because my personality is so pleaser personality. And I, was always feeling like that I should just eat the shipping for all these people because I didn't have an order going in. And so when my director or my Cincy mama told me this, I really just immediately calmed down. And it's actually a practice I still use to this day. So I started out as a certified consultant placing orders every other Friday. And I would tell my customers that. And when they would give me that random order on, Monday morning, I'd be like, oh man, I just got finished placing an order. Let me tell you this. I can place it immediately. No, I would tell them first. I would say, I can place your order this Friday and give you free shipping. Or I can place it immediately if you're in a hurry, but you'll just have to pay the shipping. And almost every single time they'll say, oh no, I'm not in a hurry. I can wait. It's fine. And so that lets them know that, hey, I'm a business owner. Like I take this junk seriously and I know when my orders are going in, but I'm still going to offer you great customer service and give you options. And so here's a couple of variations from that idea. You could say you place your orders on the 1st and the 15th. You could say you place them every other Sunday night. That way you take the most full advantage of, the pay weekend, whatever. You could say that you place your orders on the 10th and the 20th. And my team hears me say this all the time, and they know this like the back of their hands. But we don't place orders on the last day of the month, right? Never, ever, ever. Bad practice there for so many different reasons. So get good at not procrastinating. And my customers know that just as well. Laura is not placing orders on the last day of the month. If you want an order to go in on the last day of the month as a customer of mine, you go to my website because I'm not placing it for you. My customers know that. So I always wrapped up. Okay, so now as I've grown in my Scentsy business, of course, my customer base has grown and I am placing orders all the time. And so, but I still have an every Friday order system going in so that it keeps me together, and it sets that level of expectation up. When I do get that random order or that random call on Wednesday, I can say, hey, if you're in a hurry, I'll go ahead and place your order now, but you'd have to pay shipping. Or if you'd like free shipping, if you can wait a couple of days, I've got an